Choosing an apple tree is one of the most complex, important decisions of your life. It's a bit like buying a house or having a baby, only considerably cheaper and arguably a more productive investment as long as you follow a few simple steps. So today we've come to the National Fruit Collection in Kent to speak to Neil. And Neil really knows his apples. And you might say, well, that's the least I'd expect from an orchardist. I would agree, but this is no ordinary orchard. Over the years, they've amassed over 2,000 unique varieties, which is actually quite an alarming number. Is it too many? Let's find out why they're so obsessed. Neil!
Hi.
Neil, how are you? You want to talk about some apples?
Oh, I'm always ready to talk about apples.
Good. Maybe we could start with the three most important decisions you need to make if you're in the market for an apple tree.
I think the first thing would be, what do I need my apple for? Do I need it to eat? Am I going to cook with it? Is it going to be a dual purpose one? Am I going to eat and cook with it? Or indeed, is it going to be used for juice or cider? I think the second thing that then you have to consider is, do I want a sweet apple? Do I want an acid apple? What texture do I want with my apple? Do I want a gritty apple? Do I want a firm apple? And the third factor is really the technicalities, which is the rootstock, and that will determine the size and shape of the tree, which, depending upon where you're going to plant it, for instance, if you're in Scotland or if you're planting in poor soils, you need to consider those challenging conditions.
Okay, Neil, I feel like I know what I need to know now. Maybe you could talk us through a few of your favourite varieties here at Brogdale.
So this is Braeburn. It's a nice regular cropping, heavy yielding variety. It grows under very challenging conditions. It's a really nice, as you can hear, it's a nice crisp dessert variety. Nice firm texture, nice and sweet. It's also actually, because it's so sweet, very good for juicing. So this is Cox Orange Pippin. This was bred in 1825 by Richard Cox in Slough. It's got a really nice balance between the acid and the sweet taste. Not quite such a firm texture, but it really is one of my favourite apples. Beautiful dessert apple. Flavours really come out this time of the year. But it's also a very good apple for juice making. So this is Bramley, the best cooking variety. Discovered in Southwell, near Nottingham. It's a very good cooking apple because it retains its acid, and it can retain its acid more or less for the whole year through. Commercially, they can store it now for 12 months a year, but equally at home you can store it for a very, very long period. It's a high yielder and a very good cooking variety. And this one is a real classic heritage variety, Egremont Russet. It was believed to be bred by Lord Egremont, Petworth House in Sussex in the 1800s, but a totally different eating experience. It's crispy, got a nutty flavour to it, but that nutty flavour really matures with time. And I must admit, this is my favourite apple at Christmas, with a Peter Stilton and port, and you can't beat it. That's Christmas.
Neil, I'm feeling like I learned a lot today, so thanks for sharing that expert knowledge with us. I'll let you get back to it. I hope you guys have found that helpful. You can find plenty more on growing apples on our brand new advice and inspiration section, and you can find everything that you now know you need to know on every single apple tree on our website. Thanks for watching.